We're gonna do news or no news. That's where we are right now.
All right.
So, all right. So one, we got Juiced Kentucky Derby. The name of the horse. Winning
No,
horse.
that's not the name of the horse. The
okay.
horse was juiced. The horse
he
was
juiced. Okay, he was juiced, and
What you think?
he won the Kentucky Derby,
And then
and it's raising prospect for disqualification. What do
he
you
failed
think?
the drug test. He failed the drug test. That's total news. The better part about the whole thing is that the owner of the horse is blaming wokeism for the reason why he failed. The horse failed the fucking exam.
Huh?
I'm like, bruh. And it just got cleared for the Preakness.
Okay.
So I say it's news because obviously they're still using drugs in racing, horse racing, and obviously no one's even looking at the horse racing industry. We're just worried about humans juicing and not so worried about horses juicing. And I think it's news because it should be looked at.
I say it's no news if all of them are doing it. If they're all doing it, he's just the best one out of that group of horses that's juiced. So, fuck him. It's just like the Lance Armstrong shit. Lance Armstrong was juicing, and when they did the whole testing of all the blood the correct way, you went all the way down to the 19th guy who was clean. So, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna give the guy who was in 19th place the first place trophy? No. If you have 2 through 17 that were juicing, just Lance Armstrong was just the best one out of all of them. So if this horse is juicing, they're probably all juicing. So I'm fine with it.
No, it's the same thing that I think that we should let all the steroids guys into the Hall of Fame. They were all juicing. Pitchers were juicing. Batters were juicing.
Everybody.
So what the fuck does it matter? And then the best of the best were Roger Clemens and I guess Alex Rodriguez. Or who would you pick out of that juice era? Manny Ramirez? Would you say Mark McGuire?
Well, Manny did it. Supposedly Manny never juiced. Manny Ramirez said he never juiced.
He was on the report though.
No. Oh man, sorry. Manny Ramirez, yes. I thought you were talking about Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, no.
I would let them all in. All of them.
No, I know. Who did you think was the best juicer during that era? Who hit the most home runs while being juiced?
Probably Barry Bonds.
Okay, that's actually true. Yeah, he fucking smacked everybody.
763. Yeah.
They walked him. That's how bad his shit was. He didn't even get a chance to fucking bat.
He was already Super Saiyan. He just went extra out of this world Super Saiyan because he was already a great hitter, great home run hitter, great everything.
Everybody knows he was a Hall of Famer before he even juiced.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So news or no news? Ellen DeGeneres calls it quits after reports of toxic work environment come out, all the drama, blah blah blah.
I just say
Ellen's show is over. News or no news?
I think I say it's news just because she quit. I think she just fell to public pressure, and I didn't know that she was making almost $50 million a year from just a show.
That's times 20 years, by the way.
Yep.
She's good.
So the way I see it is just like she just probably like, you know what? I'm fucking filthy rich. I don't gotta deal with these fucking soft ass millennials and Gen Y people come trying to work for me. If I tell you give me a fucking latte, give me a fucking latte. Like the fuck? Like I can guarantee you it's not as bad as they made it seem. You got people who if somebody talks to you the wrong way or if somebody talks to you in the wrong tone, people have their panties in a bunch and act like little bitches. So I think she's just like fuck it. That's my thing. I just say it's news because of that. I just think she quit. In my opinion, I think she probably loved what she was doing and was like I'm out.
All right, I got a couple things for this. So first of all, I say it's no news because I don't give a flying fuck about talk show, daytime shit. Doesn't matter. You've been out for 20 years. To be honest with you, Oprah did it the best. I don't know why everybody else be trying to ride her coattails. What is it? Is it Dr. Who? What's the dude? Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, I don't give a flying fuck about. I thought Jerry Maguire was dope. Not Jerry Maguire. What's the guy? Jerry Springfield?
Springer.
Jerry Springer. His shit was dope only because they were fighting and all that other shit, and it was like trashy. Outside of that, I don't care. So I say no news. I think it's news though, the toxic work environment. Only because I've been in a few, and it's kind of tough to work on that because the problem is that you can't, let's say if you were my boss, right? And he was like, yo D, go get me that fucking drink. Is it okay for me to like, all right, bitch, I'll go get it right now, right? So that's why I think it's fucked up because if I can say, yo, bitch, I'll get it right now, then we good. But I can't. And so I think that that's kind of the problem. Now, I'm technically a millennial, but I've worked with everybody and in all industries.
But what if I'm testing you to see how you are?
I get that. So what? I got to be eating shit for 10 years for
That
you?
you're supposed to. Everybody does. You're supposed to. You have to be in the dirt, in the ground up.
I don't know. I feel like it's an old school style of thinking, and I'm not even a fucking woke guy.
But what I'm saying is, you have a lot of people who, let's say for instance, if you do some type of work for free, right? If there's a lot of people who their stories of being super successful start off that they were in the trenches for 10 years, 8 years, eating dog shit over and over and over and over again, and then they popped and they're super successful and making lots and lots of money. Again, what if I'm testing you? What if it just, I'm gonna see how this person is. Can they handle somebody who has this type of thing?
I mean, that's a fair argument. I just want to make sure that that's the sentiment sent by these guys. Because like I said, I've got motherfuckers where I'm like, yo, bro, say that shit one more time and I'll stab you.
But what I'm saying is, like, now, what if you were to check her and she's like, okay, I like that. Now you're gonna be in charge of something, this thing. Like, I don't know. Again, we don't know what people
was that supposed to be the result?
I don't know.
Right? See,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I fucked up. I should have been like, yo, bitch, I'm on that right now.
I'm saying, I don't know what the thing is. I'm just saying, like,
I got you.
What is somebody's working environment that, let's say, if you were supposed to get something for a guest and you didn't get it, and she was like, yo, what the fuck? This is the 5th time we did this shit. Could it be that?
Right. True.
Could it
there's
be?
a lot of ways to look at it.
There's a lot
of ways to look at it.
Could it be that she scared the shit out of somebody because she likes to do scary shit?
See, getting coffee, bitch, is different than some of the other allegations that were coming out, because apparently one of her, like, and I'm saying this loosely, player personnel guys was gay and was like hitting on the males. They had like even a sexual harassment thing underlining that. Like, they were, the Ellen DeGeneres show was a shit show. I'm gonna say this, definitely no news in the sense of the show, but I think homegirl peaked at Dory. All right, next.
We got Conor McGregor made $180 million in 2020. That's the high sports prize.
So I go news only because, man, a lot of motherfuckers made money during COVID. And by the way, I just tasted for the first time Proper. Is that what it's called?
Proper 12.
Yeah, not bad. It's like Johnny Walker Red.
I don't like Johnny Walker Red.
Oh yeah, but you're not an old head yet. That's when you get old. It's like
red is like the dookie.
I know.
Yeah,
I
got green, red, black, gold, blue.
Yeah, there's a yellow in there too, I think.
Yeah, they had gold. I mean, we drank red.
Gold. Yeah. Remember?
I'm saying, so you have green, red, black, gold,
and
then blue, and then in between you have like the platinum edition or whatever the case may be. But red, we used to do red because it was cheaper, and that shit used to come out your fucking pores. So, no.
What I want to know is what the fuck, besides the liquor, so I say news.
Yeah.
Only because motherfuckers are getting paid. But what else did he get paid for? 180 million? Yo, Conor be killing it. Is he got like an endorsement deal with clothing?
He has a couple of endorsements, and also he made a lot of money from Proper 12. And then they just sold it, I think, for like $1 billion or some shit like that.
See? I'll be telling fools, get into the liquor game, the beer game. You gotta be multifaceted.
So I say it's news because it's dope, because you got a guy who was on welfare.
I was just gonna say humble beginnings. Speaking about somebody scrapping.
Somebody, eating shit, eating dirt, for 10 years, 15 years, and then made it, and his hard work paid off. So as I say, news, I think it's dope. I'm always in support of people getting money, and in a positive, legal way, and keep going, man. I hope next year he makes $400 million.
Yo, I forgot to put this one in, and I'm gonna put it in. So, Joe Buttons, right, kicks off. You heard about it?
Yeah.
He kicks off his 2 co-hosts. News or no news that the show's probably gonna tank now?
I say no news. I think the show is still him.
Right. But those were the guys on the couch and in the chair. Like, they were carrying it too.
True,
That's
but
not entirely true that it was his show. It's his name on the show. Right? It's like saying, is Howard Stern without Robin Gibbons? No.
Probably not, but you could have got anybody to be Robin Gibbons, is what I'm saying.
Could you have gotten anybody to be Jamie?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. So basically, you could have put anyone there, and they would have been a character because of you making them a character.
Or them just you're giving that leeway for that person to be themselves.
Okay, gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So then people are gonna relate and build that rapport with that person, because people are not gonna know who the fuck you are.
All right. He put basically no namers on.
Exactly.
Right?
And then at the end of the day, he already had this started, like 2013, 2014. And then they jumped into the scene, 3 years later. So it's not like they were in the dirt with him from jump.
Back to the dirt thing. Got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and then at the end of the day, when you went to work with him, it's his.
Right. That's true. It was.
It
says it's the Joe Button show.
and he was hitting you guys off for bread. And from what came out, supposedly is, if you give him bread, if you bring deals to the show, you get to eat more of them, whatever comes in.
So they were getting mad because he was bringing shit and they wanted to eat more.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So that sounds great.
So then he's always like, if you watch some of the show, they always kind of ragging on him, kind of thing. And
the two dudes are ragging on Buttons.
Yeah, kind of.
Ragging on them.
No,
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like they back and forth, but like if you're not a successful A-list rapper, people are gonna
turn on you 100%.
So
he's got like 2 hot songs.
Exactly.
And one of the 2 was him dissing somebody.
Exactly.
If not both of them were.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's only news in the sense of, when you're going to go work for somebody who's already has something established and built, and they're not giving you ownership when you sign up in the beginning, it's something different, or if you had that conversation with them and you're bringing value. So let's say if I had 100,000 followers and I bring all my 100,000 followers to the show, and then that shows, or we had 200,000, now we had 300,000 followers now. And, every time I put out a tweet or I put out an Instagram post, we see significant growth. Or every time I bring a deal in, it's a $5 million deal. Then you could reevaluate of how the structure of the show goes and what percentages go where. But from what from his perspective, is like, y'all always ragging on me. I'm funding everything. You gotta step off the set.
And I'm still grinding out here.
Exactly. And you just leave the show. So,
by the way, turn back on your mic from your Instagram thing. I think it turned off for a second there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. I wanted to say another thing. News or no news that he has them on the contract, and they might not be able to make a podcast of their own.
Oh, no news. See, he's a smart business guy. All the business guys have that. Like, okay. You non-compete.
Right. Okay. Awesome. I just thought it was funny. So this one, I put this one in here for you. Michael Jordan, news or no news, Michael Jordan refuses to erase Kobe Bryant text. He says, I just can't delete it. What do you think? News or no news?
It's news just because it just shows how close they were. They didn't flaunt it out into the public. It wasn't like, hey, I just text Jordan on Sunday. Excuse me. On Sunday. It was something where, there was a personal thing, and it's fucking freaking me out talking about it right now. In 7 months, 8 months, it's already about to be 2 years. Kobe's passing. So like, it's still an unreal thing when somebody who's a dope ass fucking human being, bounces in a tragic way. So maybe he just hits him deeply, just like he still has that with his pops. So I say it's news for that, because of that.
I know, it's interesting. I say it's news too, because I don't think Michael Jordan allows people to see how emotional he could be. And obviously he's an emotional dude, right? Like, he's just known as this like incredible competitor.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, he's obviously a human too. So I thought that was definitely news. I'll put that in there for you. I didn't even put the last name. I should have put this so you would have known. So Colin Kaepernick is going to be releasing a book that's calling to abolish the police. News or no news? I
say it's news just because he's an idiot. I in the beginning, I'm still with him in a sense of, he's just bringing light to something that a lot of people in the minority neighborhoods had to, prepare for, dealing with the police in their neighborhood, where it could be either police harassment, police brutality, misfiring, gun charges, shooting people, kind of thing, civilians. But like, why are you not talking to the people? Why is it this?
Playing this shit for a while. Not just Colin, all of them, everybody.
Like, why is it this cryptic like text kind of thing? Why are you not on Joe Rogan? Why are you not on Fox News? Why are you not on CNN? Why are you not, on all these platforms? Why are you not on every top podcast? Why don't you have your own podcast so you could get your points across with nobody taking your words out of context? Like it just.
I'm wondering at this point, and this is gonna get me in trouble with my peoples that are listening. I'm wondering at this point if it's just a money grab for him.
Well, like
that's
here
what was argued. That was what's been argued from the beginning. Okay, let's get out of the way. You brought light to something and you did it in the most nicest way possible. I got that. Okay, you've also done some amazing charitable things, right? Like get suits for prisoners so that they can, maybe find themselves better assimilated into the world. But now it seems like it did. You sued the NFL. You got your money, right? Okay, cool. The NFL tried to get you back in the league. They said, hey, practice here. Okay. But she was like, nah, I'm going to go practice where I want to practice. If you guys want to see me practice, then you go there. And then he has all his media and everything set up for him, right? When it was just, I get it. I'm just laying the groundwork, right? And then now you're selling a book, Abolishing the Police. It just seems like as the stories build, it might have started from one spot saying this one thing, and then it checked because some of the insiders that I have were saying that it was his shorty who pushed him to say that shit.
I could possibly see that
in the beginning when he took the knee. So he's taking credit for something that probably wasn't even really his idea, even though it was a dope idea, right? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like now it's coming out that there's more sides to this, and I'm just saying, like, first of all, abolish the police. You said it last week. Abolish the police is gonna kill the hood. It's not gonna kill fucking the Hamptons. It's not gonna kill Beverly Hills. It's gonna kill the hood. And now, that's my homegirl Case Mike, but fucking the vagrants are everywhere, bro. Downtown LA is shit. Downtown fucking NY is crazy. Like, abolish the police. We're already having motherfuckers shoot people in broad daylight with no problem.
No fucks given.
So I hope it's a piece where you want to give your viewpoint on how to abolish the police, but again, and Uncle Salty will say this, the messaging about abolish the police, defund the police from the Democratic side is terrible, and we need to be reforming the police. But I looked this shit up too, to add more insult to injury, and we'll get back to Cap real quick. The NYPD, bro, spends $4.95 billion. What in the fuck are you guys doing? There's no innovation. Is that all overtime money? That's disgusting. And in like second place, I think it's LA, and LA is like at 120. Yeah, they're not even close.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, anyways, I say it's news because Cap is just continuing to rock in the boat. When I agree with you, you should be out there. You should be canvassing hoods. You should be, maybe not the hoods because we talked about Nipsey getting shot, but maybe you should go to be, to these community leaders trying to meet people. You should be up in Minnesota, hard body right now, right? You should be in Atlanta.
Yep. Or even it should be in all the cities that
are having problems.
So peep this stat. I just saw this the other day too. So there's 200 countries in the world, right? That they did this statistic is for. So it's 200 countries in the world. America is number 4 in the world in gun violence, right?
Sure.
Now, if we took out the top 6 cities in America that has the most gun violence, America will be 190 something. So that's like New York, Chicago, I think Atlanta,
LA, right? All the spots
all the tough neighborhoods, and then all the tough neighborhoods have the strictest gun laws, and they're all run by Democrats.
I know.
All of them. So that's an alarming stat that people need to wake up to. What are we doing in these neighborhoods to change it up? And hopefully, like in his book, the title might say abolish the police, but maybe abolish the ideology of the bad police.
Maybe it's a play on words.
Yeah, for sure. All right, now we have Logan Paul sparred with 4 Gronk brothers while training for the Floyd fight. What's your thoughts on that?
I say no news. I mean, I know that those Bostonian crazy drinking motherfuckers probably are a problem to beat up, but that is not Floyd Mayweather. I hope you fought all 4 of them simultaneously. Then maybe we got something. I got a crazy hot take on this thing. I feel like Floyd is going to throw the fight.
I don't think so.
It's not sanctioned. So if he loses, it's not a big deal.
But
And the
it's
only reason why I say this is because if, granted, look, Floyd would never want to take a payday. Homeboy is filthy, filthy rich, right? He has one of the best gambling averages on the planet. He lays down, like, Floyd doesn't have to do this. So that's making me wonder why he's doing it. And two, like, they could be like, yo, just fall. We won't make it look too bad. We'll give you a percentage of the company. And then Floyd Mayweather plus Jones part 2, you rock them and you own the company. Like, I just feel like some shenanigans is gonna happen here. But back to the thing I say, it's no news that he's boxing the brothers. I just don't know why Floyd would book this.
So think of it as like this. Think of it as one of your kids, right? If you could just pin your kid down, let's say you're wrestling, and pin him down 1, 2, 3, and you would win $100 million. That's what Floyd thinks of people who are not boxers, because he outboxes you. Now, also think of it in a sense of, if you're walking down the street, you find $1, you're gonna pick up the dollar. If somebody comes to your company and says, here's $100 million, your base price is $100 million, you're going to make off a fight. And it's an exhibition fight, and you know nobody could touch you. Why wouldn't you take it? It's $100 million that somebody's giving you. It makes no sense not to do it.
I get it. But apparently, like, this company doesn't even have any fucking money. So I don't
well, remember, it won't be that. It'll be Hublot. It'll be MGM Grand. That'll be a $20 million patch here, a $50 million patch here.
That's true.
The pay-per-view views in the back end because of Floyd Mayweather. You know, he'll get a percentage of that. You know, it'll be the venue. Where is it going to be? And I guarantee you it's going to be in a venue where it's going to be full capacity. So you get a percentage of the beer, the tickets, the merchandise. It's all that, the streams, where it's going to be streamed on. All of that, it's easy money. And why not take it?
On a funny note, right? News and no news, Ocho Cinco's fighting in that.
It's news. Just I feel like I know he's gonna be a character. You know, he's gonna do something funny. We just still don't know who he's gonna fight.
Right, we don't know. Okay. So again, with the brothers, the Paul brothers, they're taking the Floyd Mayweather threats real. So they got 24-hour security. News and no news.
No news. It just employs to sell the fight just to make it seem like they're victims or something. Stop being bitches.
Facts. Okay. This was like huge, and I guess it's because no diversity in the award ceremony. But news or no news, the Golden Globes are canceled.
No news. Nobody even cares about it.
Correct.
To be honest,
I don't care.
And it'll be probably some dumbass show or some dumbass movie that nobody watched, that was filmed in a fucking hole in Israel or in fucking India somewhere where nobody cares, and it's gonna win the awards, just like all the fucking movies that come out or shows that come out.
Okay. I know we touched on this last week, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. News or no news, Tim Tebow makes the starting roster under the Jags. Remember, he's still got to make the cut.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, so
they signed him.
They signed him, but he's still not a guarantee for the roster spot.
Correct. So I'm saying, what do you think? You think it'll be news if he makes it, or no news if he doesn't make it?
It'll be news if he makes it, just because it could show, his football mental, athleticism, IQ, and people are misconstruing this. You want somebody who's gonna be like, have this optimism and say, yo, boys, we're still in this game. We can still fight. We can still fucking win this game. Like, I know it's college, but, he won 2 back-to-back. And then the first one that he lost, they went to 3 in a row. The first one that he lost, he said, I promise I'll never fucking let you guys down again. And
I'd follow him to hell, bro. That guy's a beast.
Exactly. And I think that's what they need. And Urban Meyer knows him, knows how to get the best out of him. And, and even to this day, I feel like he didn't get a fair shake. Because he got taken out by Peyton Manning. But let's see what he could do.
It can't hurt.
If he fails, so what? You go get somebody else.
Yeah, I say news either way. If he makes the team, it's news. I say if he doesn't make the team, it's news too. I think it's crazy for him to be trying to still play at a professional level almost 10 years later, right? Because it's been a hot minute. Try to make it as a Met. That didn't work out. You know, I think he just didn't find an organization that knew how to design an offense for him. I'm interested to see how he plays that in.
Yep.
Do you think he throws it down in the NFL? Do you think he throws a pass in the NFL? Or is going to be
I
strictly tight
guess
end?
I would assume he'll have a trick play in there somewhere.
All right, cool. News or no news? Yankees and Padre players are testing positive for COVID.
No news. They're all gonna beat it, no problem. They're all elite athletes with state of the art medical facilities and pretty sure 24/7 healthcare.
You know, it's funny, man. This guy's had a kind of a rough year on the low. I wonder if the MLB The Show now has a jinx on it, like
Oh, with Tatis?
Madden jinx used to be. Yeah, because Tatis, you know, training camp fucks up the shoulder, regular season fucks up the shoulder, now gets COVID. You know, it's been a tough year for my guy, and he started hitting like crazy. He was hit. I think he hit like 5 or 6 home runs in like 2 weeks, massive RBIs. You know, telling people that they can't see me.
Yep. I love that about him.
Yeah, just doing it all the good things. All right, that ends the news and no news segment. That's definitely one of our faves.